Hey there, Bridge family. It's Pastor Jeff. And today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about perseverance and perspective. I was reminded about both of them today as the call to persevere, which has been pretty steady here of late, rang very clearly yet again today. You see, there were a few things that came about that were less than what we had hoped for. Namely, I was not able to meet today with Dennis and Christine and their family because Dennis has come down with a bit of a sickness. He said he had a fever this morning and was not able to meet or go to work. Well, that's not what you want to hear. And yet it's the reality. And so we are needing to persevere. And not only persevere, but how do you handle that? And again, I was reminded of what we've been going through here recently as a faith family with this extended Africa mission. And it really does come down to the perspective that we take. We can get the kind of news that we've been getting recently, as we heard this morning with Dennis, and you can either take it in stride, recognizing and remembering that God is sovereign, He has a plan, He is working all things together for the good, that Satan and his minions cannot and will not thwart the ultimate plans of God. So we can take things in stride with that perspective, or we can assume the worst, take the negative, really not see God's hand in all things. And as no doubt you know, that leads to very bad things and bad places and bad outcomes. So once again, reminded today, as we here in Uganda have been working through some alternative means, looking at doing some things differently, we're reminded that we need to persevere and maintain a biblical perspective so that in all that we do, we continue to be a worship-filled witness to the world. Again, not pretending that everything is going in a way that makes you, oh, so excited, but always remembering that regardless of how things appear and may be going, that we serve the living God whose sovereign providential plan is unfolding. Our place is to persevere in it and maintain that faithfully obedient perspective and recognize that we're going to need a whole lot of grace at times to do it, and not to be afraid to ask God to give us that grace and to admit when we need help. I pray this little portrait from the trenches and maybe from the inside of my heart will help you in the same way that God continues to help me with His truth and love. Amen and amen.